We're reading the beach and how we are putting our rigs and using our lures in relation to the different forms of structure on the beach. So the most simple concept that I'm going to show you when I get out there is there's typically a first trough. It's going to be 2 to 3 feet high. That's going to dip down right here, right where the waves crash in. Then there's going to be a sandbar. And then after that sandbar, there's either going to be a second trough and a second sandbar, or a second trough, some rocks, or just a steady decline, right? And what we're working with here is we have our first trough, we've got our sandbar, then we have a second trough and a line of rocks. And now you can see this trough and this sandbar go into a point over here. This point juts out, meaning that this sandbar comes in towards the shore, the trough ends and funnels out. So why we're positioned right here is because you want to have access to this first trough. It's a highway for bait fish and most of the game fish we're chasing after. And if it goes into a point, like the point that we're seeing right here, all the bait fish get corralled right at this ending. Now the double bonus here is that we have a set of rocks out after the sandbar, in between that second trough. So the sandbar, second trough, rocks. That's an ideal location to get our bigger baits, our bigger shark baits, out there to go catch some really big fish right off the beach. So the strategy is going to be right here on this first trough, running our baits that are for those 2 to 3 feet long fish and under. So our snook, our drum, our smaller shark, our sea trout, our whiting / croaker is what they call them. And that's all going to happen right here, honestly just 5 feet out from us. And then with our bigger rigs, we're going to walk out there. You're going to see where that sandbar is. And I'm going to be casting out, trying to get right in between the sandbar and the rocks in that second trough at the deepest point in that trough. That's where most of the fish are going to be holding. All right, I'm going to walk you guys through the fish finder rig. This should be your go-to when you're out here. It's super versatile. It allows the fish to take it directly to your line without lifting up the weight. And it's great for really, big cut baits, any sort of, frozen baits, smelly baits, really powerful stuff here. And you've got different sizes of weights. These weights can go with the different hook combinations. These are just the most common setup in terms of like your pyramid sinker with a certain style hook and a certain style bait. So when you're going for the bigger